guys, what is up? And today we're gonna be learning how to make a Minecraft mod from this program called mcreator, right? And I will leave a link to their website down in the description below so you can download it from there. And guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in like 40 days or whatever. So yeah, there's been like some issues that I've been facing and stuff. Some personal issues as well. So sorry I haven't uploaded, but I am back, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But anyways, let's get back into the video. So when you have all of this this mcreator downloaded, right, from their website, what you're gonna do is you wanna click new workspace, and then you're gonna be greeted with like this window. And here you just want to type the name of your mod. Let's say YT tutorial, or like YouTube tutorial actually. And so I already have a mod called YouTube tutorial, which is why it's not letting me do this, right? So I'm just gonna call this tut, right? And then you just create new workspace. And then when you do that, you'll see first of all this page that says hang on, we're almost there. This just shows that your process has started, and also that it is setting up your workspace. And this could take from like anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes depending on your computer. So it's gonna take a while, but after that you won't have to do any of this stuff again. So yeah. Alright, so my mcreator actually loaded up quicker than I expected it to, which is a good thing, but, you know, just unexpected. But anyways, when it's finished loading, you will be greeted with something that looks like this, right? I know it's overwhelming, but it's actually pretty simple. So you guys can see there's like these buttons over to the side. And you guys actually won't be needing the last three because they're just way too complicated and we're not going to be using them. Because once again, we're making a mod without coding, right? So this plus button right here is just to add mod elements, right? So this is how you add like blocks, dimensions, biomes, armor, stuff like that, right? This is just for you to edit. Like if you click on a mod element and then you click this, you can actually edit it, right? And then this is for duplicating or copying, as it says right there. And this is to delete mod elements, right? So we're actually going to start with a block that we're going to make. And then you can actually type the name of the block, which I think I'll call like meteor, the meteor block, right? So, because like I want to make like some kind of meteor thingamajiggy. And then I'll just create the new block, right? And then we have like this very, very complicated looking thing. It's not really that complicated, right? So we will go through this step by step. So, this is just for the texture of the block. So like when we click on one side, then we can actually click create texture, or you can import a texture that you've already made. But for now, we're just gonna create a texture, and then just hit create because we don't want to mess with any of this stuff. So now, we literally just have a paint editor in mcreator, right? So you can like mess around with the colors here, and I like to actually go like this, right? So it's simple for me to make my own colors, but like you can just mess around with anything. And what you can also do is click like the stamp here and then click base texture. Now like if I just find like some kind of cool looking meteor texture, I guess, so like this, and then I hit colorize here, and then I actually also pick my color. So like I want this to be like a dark brown sort of thing. So I go like that, right? And then it turns that shade. And I'll actually do that. And then you can actually mess with the saturation and stuff here. And the width and height, which we don't need to mess with right now. So I'll just stamp this right there. Then I'll use the drawing tool and actually make some stuff a little brighter. So I'm going to actually eyedrop like this color right here. and then just darken it up. And then I'm just gonna put like random patches of it around, like that, right? And I'm also actually gonna put like maybe some gold on it. Like guys, once again, you can get really creative with this. I'm just scribbling something out for the tutorial, but like you guys can really do something really cool with this. Like that, and then I'm actually gonna also put some orange on here just to give it like texture, I guess. Okay, I think I like this, right? So I'm just gonna click save this texture, and then I just enter the name of the textures without any special characters, spaces, or caps lock for capitals, right? So I'll just call this meteor block, and then click save this texture. And it is a block texture, so be sure to select block here and save the texture. Then we can close out of this, and then click the front/side thing, right? And then just double click our texture. So that's that, and I actually want the block to look the same from all sides. So I'm just gonna do that, but like let's say we're creating like a log of some sort, then the bottom and the top would look different from the sides, right? But mine will just look the same all around. And then this is just to add a tint for the block. We don't need a tint or like a block base, right? So this is like if you're creating leaves, trapdoors, glass panes, end rods, pressure plate buttons, stuff like that, right? That would be over here. The model of the block, so like this stuff is like, you know, like if you're creating a crop, right, you would click crop model, like a flower, that's cross model. Single texture, that means like all the sides are the same. You could do this or click single texture, right? And stuff like that. So transparency is like, is the block transparent, right? So ours is not. So then we can just head over to the properties tab right down here. We don't need the bounding boxes tab because this is just so much complicated stuff that we don't need to worry about right now. So we just go into the properties tab, and this is where we actually get to do the fun stuff. So the in-game name is gonna be meteor block, obviously. The material, it's gonna be like rock, right? We can make this like some other stuff, but it's not like that. So it's not like ice, TNT, redstone light, glass. You know, it's a rock, right? And it's gonna be in the building blocks tab in the creative inventory. The hardness is like how long it takes to break, right? So you can click the question mark and see it controls how long it takes to mine the block. A higher value means it takes longer to mine. So I'm actually gonna change this to 30, right? And the resistance would also be like 20, right? This is how explosive it is. Slipperiness is just 0.6. Jump factor and speed factor are just like how high and how fast you walk and jump on here. Luminance is like how glowy it is, right? How much it glows. How much light the block emits. So I would say it emits like, I don't know, 15 maybe? No, okay, not 15, that's way too high. I would say 7, right? And then light opacity, there's no light opacity. Has gravity? No, it does not. It does not fall. You can't walk through the block. It does have glowing, right? See? To have a glowing effect similar to the magma block, right? So we want that. Is it replaceable? I don't know what that means. The player will be able to place another block on it. This block can be... Oh, wait, okay. So, no, this is not replaceable. It's like if you right-click it again, you can replace it with another block. We don't want that. And then custom drops, right? So, like, if you want this thing, like, let's say it's an ore. Iron ore drops raw iron. So you would put raw iron in here, and it would drop that, right? And just how much it drops. And then we'll get into loot tables later, so I'll explain this later. And then creative pick item, that's just shed on default. And now, we want a pickaxe to be able to destroy this, so tool able to destroy it, pickaxe. And tool harvest level would be 2, so this is like iron, right? Requires correct tool for drops, yes, it does. Is it unbreakable? No, it's not. It's like bedrock. And the vanilla sound set would be 4 stone, right? So this is just gonna make the sounds that stone make. You could put custom sounds in here, but we're not gonna do that right now. Now in the advanced properties, This is all tick rate, block spawning, redstone, stuff like that. None of that applies to us, so we can just go on ahead to block entity, and none of this applies to us either, right? So this is all like what mobs should spawn in here, like just like a lot of complicated stuff. So we can just go over to generation, because like triggers and energy and fluid storage require like coding, right? So we're just gonna go over to generation, and this is how the block generates, right? So this block can replace all the stone, and it can actually replace deep slate, right? Because it can spawn pretty low, and it spawns in the surface, which is like overworld. And then no, it doesn't have any restrictions to which biome it can spawn in. Generation shape, just leave this normal. This is like how ores generate and stuff. And then the average amount of ores per a group per chunk, I would say 10 is fine. And then average number of ores in a group, I would say like 6. No, actually like 4, right? And then the minimal height generation, I would say 15, negative 15. And then the maximum height, no, minimal would actually be like negative 50. Maximal is negative 16. And yes, guys, I did put on some headphones right now because like there's probably gonna be a lot of background noise. So I put on some headphones so there isn't that much background noise. But yeah, I set this to negative 16 because it's gonna generate pretty low, and then we don't have any generation conditions, so we're just gonna click Save Mod Element, and that is our meteor block all done, right? But I actually want the meteor block to drop like some kind of meteor ore, right? So we're gonna actually click the Add New thing, and we're gonna click Item, right? And I'm gonna call this Meteorite, and now, see, we can actually create the item texture like we did with the block. So I'm just going to stamp a texture because it's way easier than creating your own, especially for a tutorial, right? Okay, so I actually think this looks pretty cool, right? So I'm actually just going to stamp this, and then I'm actually just going to like colorize it like that, right? So it looks something like this, and I think this actually looks pretty sick. Right, so I'm just gonna save this texture, and then actually click this drop down and make it an item. Make sure that's that because that's pretty important. And then I'm just gonna call it meteorite scrap, right? Then save this texture, and then select that right there. So boom. And now we're just gonna leave all of this the same. And then in the properties, yeah. So the rarity for this thing is actually going to be pretty rare because it's a pretty rare ore. The creative inventory tab, yes, miscellaneous, max stack size 64. Enchantability, no, this can't be enchanted. It can destroy stuff, so it's like just 1. And it can't damage mobs, so it's just 0. And then, there's no durability on this thing, so this is also 0. And yes, this thing is actually going to be immune to fire. It cannot destroy any block. It does not stay in the crafting grid when crafted because it can't be crafted. Damage item instead on crafting. No. This I don't know what it does, but it's like stupid. Recipe remainder. Make sure to enable. Oh wait, no. Why am I reading that? Oh, we don't need this, right? There's no animation for the item, and the item use duration. We don't have any duration that we can use it for. So all of this stuff doesn't actually apply to ores, but it's pretty helpful when like you're making other stuff. And this is not a food, so we literally don't care about this. Advanced properties, no. This is like about GUI and then size of inventory and stuff. And then triggers, no, we don't need this as well because this is all coding. So we can just save the mod element. And now we actually want to click on the meteorite block and then click this so we can edit it. And now in the properties tab, when it says custom drop, we're going to click that, and then we're just going to select our meteorite. And that will actually drop the meteorite now. Okay? So, if you actually want to test this mod out, what you do is you click this play button up here, run client, And you don't actually even need Minecraft for this. You don't need Minecraft for this. It just opens up Minecraft, like a version of Minecraft that's only an M creator. I'm pretty sure. And then you can just test your mod out from there. And as you can see, there is like a Minecraft thing in here, and when you click mods, it has our mod in here, right? So we can actually just click single player, create a new world that will be in creative. I'll just call this lol, right? Now if you click data packs, you can see that we have main in here, and it says tut mod resources. So this is the resources for our mod. And I'm just gonna click create new world, and you can see that we're actually in the world, right? And in the mod, I mean in the creative inventory, if we search meteor, or just, you know, we can actually see our blocks in here. Oh my god, there's powdered snow. We can actually see our blocks and items in here, right? And if I actually go and grab myself pickaxes, right? So let's get a wooden one, a stone one, and an iron one, right? And then go into survival. And then I like place these down. Okay. See, if I break this with a stone pickaxe, first of all, I mean a wooden pickaxe, it's gonna take forever and it won't drop. And a stone pickaxe, once again, it's gonna take forever. But let's see if it'll drop. And it won't drop either, right? But with an iron pickaxe, it will drop, right? So that is the tool duration thing that we put in the properties. Now I actually want to see if these spawn in the cave. And bro, we actually just found a mine shaft. That's pretty sick. But like, see, okay, we made this like way too common, right? But we guys can see just it glowing all over the place here. Like, so there's one like right here, right? And then there's one like right here. And then there's one down right here. So there's like, this spawn's actually pretty common. It's like gold, maybe redstone. So that's actually pretty good. That's how I want it. So, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, peace out.